Well, hello there. This is Virtuals the Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. Welcome to another episode of Quick Wins, and my book, 50 plus 2 Chess Quick Wins, is just about to be released. I'll talk more about it next week. Now, today's video is from one of my strongest, highest rated subscribers actually, Bogo Indiana Jones, rated in the 1800s in Rapid. And he sent through this absolutely amazing game of the potato opening. Love the name. Let's see how he got a mate in 9 moves. So, with the white pieces, it starts with the Réti opening, knight f3. Very tricky. And the wonderful thing about this game is that almost every move by the opponent makes sense. There's no obvious bad moves from the psychology of the black player in this game. Against the Réti, a logical thing, d5. And now the potato variation, a4. And the surprising thing here is it's not even that bad. According to Stockfish 16 at high evaluation depth, it's about minus 0.2. There are plenty of gambits that I play worse than that. Now the thing with a4, that it baits the black player to push c5. This is actually a very good move, potentially one of the best moves by black. It baits this move. And now white plays the very provocative e4. Stockfish prefers e3, but e4, and this basically is like the Tennison Gambit. So Tennison Gambit would potentially be the Réti and then straight e4, or maybe it comes after e4, d5, Scandinavian defense, and then knight f3. And the thing with the Tennison Gambit is that it's very tricky. It's all about this tension eventually on the e4 square. Black takes, that's the right move. Knight to g5, attacking the pawn. Bishop out, makes sense. The other knight comes out, putting even more pressure. Now, this knight comes out. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Now, before we bring the queen out, bishop out with check. And you think, what would be the rational, natural move for black? Well, you know, blocking maybe with that knight here or knight here, because if you bring the bishop back, well, you're giving up defense of the pawn on e4. And between these 2 squares, which looks better? Well, if it's here, it looks like I can force a trade, and that leads to doubled pawns. So here seems to make more sense, right? And also a defense of the other knight. So that's what is played, and that's a perfectly reasonable move, though this is a little bit better. But notice that the king is now potentially smothered. Queen e2, yet more pressure on that pawn. And now black plays a logical move, threatening the bishop, perfectly good move. And here, white now plays a stunning, brilliant move in my view. Knight captures the pawn on e4. And psychologically, we're giving black a choice. Do they take this way, knowing that it's there's 2 attackers, 2 defenders, so at the end of the sequence, white is ahead? Or do you take what looks like a hanging bishop, captures, and basically win a bishop for 2 pawns? That seems like a natural move, right? So they take. Unfortunately, it's a blunder. Do you see why? Knight now jumps to d6 with check. Discovered pin of the e-pawn. Smothered, mate. Good game. GG.